This video is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Charlie Munger said something brutal about the first $100,000. His exact words: "The first $100,000 is a brunch, but you gotta do it." Why was he so blunt about one specific number? The $100,000 isn't the goal. It's the turning point. Before it, you do all the work. After it, your money starts doing the work. Same effort, completely different results. Why the first $100,000 feels impossible. Why it gets dramatically easier after, and the exact steps to get there faster. This is the most important money milestone of your life, and almost nobody explains it. At the start, you are the engine. Every single dollar comes from your effort. Saving, earning, cutting back. Compound interest barely helps yet. It's all you. That's exactly why it's exhausting. Look at the early math. $10,000 invested at 10%. First year of growth, just $1,000. That's it. $1,000. It feels pointless next to your effort. The interest is a whisper, not a force, yet, and it feels slow forever. Year 1, $12,000. Year 3, $25,000. Year 5, $42,000. Each step feels like grinding uphill. This is exactly where most people quit. Think of a snowball at the top of a hill. At first, it's tiny. You have to push every single inch. No size, no speed, no momentum. This is the hardest part of the whole journey, and it's exactly where people give up. Then, at $100,000, something shifts. 10% growth is now $10,000 a year. That's a serious salary's worth of saving, appearing on its own. Your money is finally pulling real weight. The engine changes. Watch the contribution flip. Early on, your savings beat the growth. At $100,000, they're roughly equal. Beyond it, growth pulls ahead of your savings. The math quietly takes over from you. That's the turning point. Then comes the acceleration. $100,000 to $200,000. Faster than $0 to $100,000. $200,000 to $400,000. Faster still. Each doubling takes less time than the last. The snowball is rolling now. You barely have to push. This is why Munger was right. The first $100,000 is brutal because you have to carry it. After it, compounding carries you. That's the entire secret behind the quote. Get the snowball rolling. Then it rolls on its own. Here's the timeline that shocks people. $500 a month at 10%. $0 to $100,000. About 11 years. $100,000 to $200,000. About 6 years. $200,000 to $300,000. About 4 years. Same monthly amount. Half the time. Where does the growth come from? Reaching the first $100,000. Most of it is your money. Reaching the second $100,000. More of it is the market's money. The source of the gains quietly shifts away from you. Eventually, a magic moment arrives. Your annual growth exceeds your annual contributions. Your money out-earns your own savings. That's the moment you stop pushing and start riding. Now zoom out. The first $100,000. The hardest 11 years. But $100,000 to $1 million. Faster than you would ever believe. The hard part is almost entirely at the very beginning. How do you get there faster? First, maximize your savings rate. Early on, your contributions matter most. Not your stock picks, not market timing, how much you put in. This is the one phase where saving hard pays off the most. Move 2. Increase income, not just cut costs. Cutting expenses has a floor. You can only cut so much. But income has no ceiling. A raise, a skill, a side income. In the first $100,000 phase, earning more is the fastest accelerator. Move 3. Invest it, don't park it. $100,000 sitting in savings barely grows. $100,000 in index funds actually compounds. The first $100,000 has to be invested. Cash sitting idle never reaches the turning point. Move 4. Don't touch it. The biggest mistake is cashing out early. Every withdrawal resets the snowball. You restart the hardest phase. Protect the first $100,000 like your life depends on it, because your freedom kind of does. Now, the psychology. Between $0 and $50,000, this is where dreams die. Progress feels invisible. This is where everyone quits. Knowing that it's normal is your biggest advantage. Trust the math, not your feelings. It will feel pointless for years. Your emotions will scream, "This isn't working." The math says otherwise. Trust the spreadsheet over the feeling. The curve is coming. Small numbers, big future. $15,000 feels like nothing, but it's the foundation of $1 million. Every giant number started small. Respect the small numbers. They're not small, they're early. Celebrate the milestones. $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000. Mark every single one. Momentum is mental before it's mathematical. Celebrating keeps you in the game long enough for compounding to arrive. After $100,000, your mindset shifts. Before it, focus on saving. After it, focus on letting it grow. Your job changes from pusher to protector. Stop forcing. Start guarding. Reinvest everything. Dividends, gains, returns. Every bit of it back in. This is what makes the snowball self-feeding. The growth that grows more growth. And the freedom on the horizon? Once compounding takes over, financial independence is just a matter of time. No more heroic effort needed. Just patience. The hardest work is already behind you. Two people. Both start at zero. One quits at $40,000. Too slow. One pushes through to $100,000. 10 years later, the quitter still has about $40,000. The finisher has over $300,000. They just kept the snowball rolling. Quick recap. The first $100,000 is hard. You carry it. After $100,000, compounding carries you. Save aggressively. Earn more. Invest it. Don't touch it. Push through the discouragement zone. Then ride. Why does this number matter most? Not because $100,000 is a lot, because it's where the engine switches on. The hardest, most important milestone in your entire financial life. Almost everything after it is easier. So here's your move. Wherever you are, $0 or $80,000, the answer is the same. Keep going. Don't stop near the top of the hill. The turning point is closer than it feels. Next video, how taxes actually work and why the wealthy pay a lower rate. Subscribe so you don't miss it.